Brand new creek, brand new spot for me and you. There's just a little bit of trash, but this is in the heart of the fight, the heart of the city. And there's a tunnel right there screaming my name to get in. What I don't want is for these rocks to fall. There's a whole homeless camp over here. Well, I guess they're living there. That's home, so it's not homeless, but you feel me. I want to go on down further, but I decided we should start in here, in this water. More specifically, in this tunnel. Yes, I do have a flashlight. I'm concerned about my wagon. There's so many people walking around, obviously with stolen stuff in their hand. It's like the crack of dawn. There's people walking around with ladders and toolboxes and everything else. But let's take the shallow one first. Which is right here. Since my boots do leak on one spot. This is so thick, yet so soft underneath me. Everything that's anything is most likely buried. I forgot I do have headlamps. A virtual myriad, a veritable plethora of headlamps. We got to get further outside the city where everything washes out and away. Look at this one flower. God, that is so bright it hurts, isn't it? You know, I might hang on to that. As much as I don't want to hang on to anything, because I don't have a man purse, but I will just stick it in my pocket. I don't have my man purse because this is a quick whim. I saw it, and I came in. And there's a lot floating around in the air, which is a little concerning. Look at that awesome Midland water snake. Oh, but it's cold. So she's gonna be slow. Look at that beauty. She's cold, she's slow, she's mad that I'm bothering her. Come here, baby. Come on. Look at her. She's big, isn't she? I'm gonna let you go. I know it's cold. She ain't that slow, is she? The sheep will bite the daylights out of you. Maybe just a brown. I can't tell. I can't get the colors. Ooh, what is that? Nah, we'll skip that. Oh, it's gonna get deep right here, and this is where I want to go. I saw this from the other side. I'm gonna have to walk back out and go all the way around, because I am not going in that tunnel right there. So let's turn around. Back in this dark tunnel of snakes. I don't know where it went. Where did the snake go? Oh, there it is. See, with no light, snakes in a tunnel look like that. You can kind of see down there. So then you turn your light back on and say, okay, where'd that snake go? Ooh, still sitting there. So we got that one piece of cool pottery. We'll get out and go around and check the daylight side. Let's look around out here before we cross the street. But prepare yourself, because someone's gonna holler at me in a minute and say, hey man, come here. What are you doing? I'm saying I'm fishing. I like to find an old brick here in this town. Seed sow, water grow, thermometer. I'm not taking that. If somebody that's homeless could see that, wash it off, walk through town, say, hey man, $3. And somebody give them $3 for it. I found a marked brick I may have to harvest. I'm not sure. There probably is not hardly a thing to harvest in this creek. Here's the camp. I mean, it's a full like campsite. Like if you could pay a fee and camp here, that's what you do. But since this is a straight up in the middle of the city, let's just pick a spot, pick and plant. Like I say, I'm reading bricks. I guess everybody's still asleep this morning. I don't know, we're gonna cross the street because I don't want to get down in there. I'm sure it's junk. There's a piece of jewelry or something. No, it's a locket. I don't know what that is. But it opens a little bit. So we should harvest. Here's the other side. We're gonna go down here and check it out. If I don't slip and bust my tail on all these rocks. And that's the spot I went in. Well, we were way down there on the other end. But we'll look around up here and see if there's anything of interest in this side. It's flowing to the city. which is okay. We really want to be on the other side where it flows out of the city. One thing we do have going for us, the sun is at our back, so that's good. Now if it just get a little higher, it would shine directly down into the water and we could see a little better. It got so cold so quick here last night that this water is warmer than the air. I know that because I put my fingers in it, which is probably why that snake wanted to stay in the water and not get out. There's a fork. It's our first fork. Must be the last fork of the season. It's got some health to it. We may hang on to it. Not sure, just to get an idea. That feels like a massive hunk of lead in an odd shape. Could be. Not quite heavy enough. Well, it looks like I gotta climb out again. It's gonna get really deep right here. So let's get out. This is pretty awesome. Notice, avoid body contact. Stream fails bacteriological standards. That's awesome. I haven't got wet yet. My fingers, because I picked up that fork. It's interesting. I want to go look at that sign a little closer. But it's such a pretty stream, isn't it? Well, it does have fish. It does have snakes. What it does not appear to have, well, it has minnows. It does not, excuse me, it does not appear to have mussels, freshwater snails, anything like that. It has odd jewelry. So that's going to greatly limit what I carry out of here, if anything else at all. But I want to go. It didn't say stay out of the creek, it's private property, it's illegal. It said avoid body contact. But there's a lot of fish. He may be past the point of remediation, or either they just gave up. I guess it all depends on who's upstream and what's being dumped into it. Right? Right. Here's a globe. That just about splashed a bunch of stuff on me. You are not right there. Let's keep moving. My battery's almost dead. We may be almost to the end of the show if this starts getting real deep. I know it's going to be deep over there. What you don't want to do is get in a stream or a creek that fails the test of even looking at it anymore. and get it in an open sore. But this is such a pretty creek. Although I've seen beautiful blue streams, and the blue is sewage. Oh man. Look, it goes in another tunnel up there. Okay, we gotta figure out how to get around without getting water on us. I know you're looking for a spot to get in with me. I don't like this stuff. You see this green stuff? It's supposed to keep stuff from washing. I use the word stuff a lot. It's an easy word, covers a lot of ground. Snakes get in that. I learned that the easy way. I would say the hard way, but it wasn't hard. It's not a camp. Old camp. Oh, it's railroad tracks. Snakes will get their head through it, and then they can't get their body through it because it starts balling up the little fat along their scales, and then they can't back up and they die. I put some out the creek behind the house once I was doing some work on, and I went out there and cut about 4 or 5 middlings out of there within probably 6 hours or so. And a couple of them didn't survive. So I ripped it all out. I'd rather have it all washed. One good thing about this creek, even though it does feel so warm, it's not too warm to where it would be an unhealthy creek or stream. And the dissolved oxygen levels are probably pretty good since there's a lot of fish in here. But nonetheless, it's getting low. But nonetheless, there's nothing more to add to that sentence. That's where it might get a little crazy. When you get an old town with old sewer systems, eventually nobody knows where the leak is, unless somebody like me gets in there and starts wading upstream. So hey, there's a massive sewer leak way out in the middle of these woods. Oh, look at that bird. And it's not a kingfisher. I don't know what those are called. That's cool. But anyway, I don't even know if you can see it. You probably can't see it. But I've done that with a few streams and creeks I've been in cities, in back areas that are really appear to be completely abandoned areas of industry or home, but the plumbing, the massive plumbing, is still there. There it is, see it? So anyway, and you can kind of tell, I mean, it's almost obvious. There'll be a fog on the water, or it'll be really blue for some reason. Like, here's 3 different entrances where the water can come in. Anyway, we're out here for a bacteriological lesson, a remediation of small, thin waters. I think this is it. We may have done all we could do. I'm gonna go wash my hands, and thanks for watching my videos.